Good morning, stock traders, and welcome back to Stock Traders Talk Radio. I'm your host, Stock Sumo. Thanks for joining us on another magnificent Monday. Today's December 10th, 2012. Let's get ready to rock as we look through the markets and see what's hot. Today we're going to be switching it up. We're going to be doing a market segmentary, talking about what's happening in today's markets. Joining us on today's program, we have Sifakia. Aloha, Sifi.
Aloha, Sumo. You enjoy your weekend?
Oh, it was a great weekend. Nice, relaxed weekend. We started Hanukkah, got to celebrate some good food, good gifts, good family. Happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish listeners out there. Happy holidays for everyone else.
Christmas every day for 12 days. Is that what Hanukkah is?
Yeah, buddy, pretty much.
Sweet. What was your first present?
Oh, well, I got a couple of nice gifts. I got a really cool sweater, and I got a bottle opener that's a fish.
Sweater, my favorite.
Yeah. Blue is my favorite color, too, so it's sharp. Banana
Sweet.
Republic, it's stylish, it's fresh,
It's
good
Sumo.
quality. Also, on today's show, we have Hoss Man. What's happening, Hoss?
Not too much, man. Just having fun here. Trying to dig myself out of the snow here in Minneapolis. But sounds like you'll be nice and warm with your sweater and stuff.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Let's take a quick look at the scanner, see what's doing this morning. On the big boards, we got IN at the top of the list. That is Intermec. It's up 22% this morning, and it's traded over 4 million shares. Another one that's catching my eye on the scanner this morning is GERN, and it's gapping up to the tune of 18.8% on 214,000 shares. Now, while I was looking at this one here, I want to bring up the chart. Look at this huge gap. Not sure why this happened, Haas. Maybe you can fill me in. You can do some quick DD on this one, GERN. Figure out why it had such a gap down here in the September range. Must have had some bad earnings or something, but fell off a cliff. Look, this thing was trading up at 299. Came down here, gap down, broke below the moving averages, and then it found support as it had a bounce. It had another gap down right here. So what do you got for DD on this one, Haas?
Looks like they put out some phase 2 study news. This is a biopharmaceutical play. Gern Corp today announced positive clinical results from the phase 2 trial Imetelstat, the company's first-in-class telomerase inhibitor in patients with essential thrombocythemia. That's basically just like some sort of chronic blood disorder, it looks like. So pretty good news there. Positive phase 2 results. Definitely want to keep an eye on over the next few days here.
Good stuff. Just looking at this chart, there's a couple of big gaps to fill. If it can get through $1.20, that was the recent swing high right here after it bounced off this low of 91 cents, ran up to about $1.20, and it slid back. So if it can get through this $1.20 mark, we could see it retest this gap right here to about $1.45. And then after that, if it can continue to run and break through the 200-day moving average at $1.62, you got this big gap to fill from $1.83 to about $2.80. So a couple of things to keep in mind on the chart. Sif, you got anything this morning you want to talk about as far as market news and what's hot in the market?
Yeah, just go over the economic calendar real quick. Pull that up here. You can see got the FOMC meetings begins on Tuesday. Today you don't got a lot of stuff going on. Just some bill announcements, this, that. Had Mario Draghi getting ready for his resignation, so that was weighing on the banks overseas in Europe, Italy. Keep your eyes on that today. There might be weakness there. See if it spawns to our side of the pond. You got that international trade on Tuesday as well. Got to watch that FOMC meeting at 12:30 on Wednesday. Got a chairman press conference. You never know what they're going to say. And of course, the most important probably on Wednesday for Wednesday is the FOMC forecast. See where the Feds are taking us. I don't expect any change. Jobless claims, of course, Thursday. PPI, retail sales, and then you got your CPI on Friday and your industrial production. So that's what's going to be leading you on your economic front. As for your earnings, let's see if we got some earnings going on here. You wanted to bring up one, didn't you? What did you have for me, man?
Yes, I did. Dollar General is one that is reporting, I believe, tomorrow morning. DG is the ticker symbol. That's Dollar General. Everybody loves going to the dollar store, especially these middle class, lower income families. It's very convenient to go there and get your cleaning supplies, anything that you want to get that's cheap that you need around the house. Go to the Dollar General. You'll save a lot more money than going to a Rite Aid or a CVS or a Walmart. Believe it or not, a lot of sales are coming out of Dollar General. I wouldn't be surprised to see an increase in earnings. Considering we're in a recession, our economy's struggling. I'm sure a lot more people are shopping at Dollar General these days than in the past. Just my thoughts. What do you think about that?
Well, that's the great thing about the market. You got a bear, you got a bull. I'm actually on the other side of this trade. I would be bearish of Dollar General just based on this weekly chart here, broken through that 50 MA. Looks like we're got support down at that 100 MA. And then I want to point out on a daily chart, you can see here, I'm going to go with a daily 1 year. And you can see right there where the X marks the spot, you got your 50 crossing through your 200 just in the recent days. That is the death cross. So I would be looking for a lower price per share on Dollar General. There's a lot of ways you can play this. We'll probably end up taking a little option position. Sumo is probably going to go with the call. I'm going to go with the put. Check in tomorrow. See how we do. What else you got, Haas? What's happening over in the penny stock world? We got any good promotions going on?
I don't know about promotions, but there's a couple of stocks that started to heat up on Friday that are definitely worth a mention. They're pretty new stocks as far as what most people have been looking at as of late. First one I'll talk about is MTBO. M is in Mary, T, V is in Victor, and O, Montavo Incorporated. It closed at 1.7 cents Friday. Just let me take a look at DD Amanda briefly to see what sort of volume we had on Friday. It might have been on the slightly lower side. Basically $0 volume for the last several months, and $16,000 day on Friday, which isn't super significant, but just over the weekend here and this morning, they announced a 1,000 to 1 forward split and a symbol change for their stock, which is pretty ridiculous. 1,000 to 1 forward split. Usually we consider reverse splits on the negative side of things in the penny world and forward splits on the positive side of things. So lots of hype and chatter about this forward split. I fully expect this stock to get some pretty major action early on this morning at the very least. I believe the share structure is pretty small, just judging by the move last week. Trade's pretty thin. But on November 20th, 2012, Board of Directors and majority of shareholders of the company approved a forward split of the company's common stock on a 1,000 for 1 basis, such that each shareholder shall receive 1 new share for each 1,000 shares held. On the effective date, company expects the stock split to be declared effective by FINRA the week of December 10th, 2012. All right, so looking into this a little bit, unless this is a misprint, they say forward split here on a 1,000 for 1 basis, shall receive 1 new share. I think they mean shall receive 1,000 new shares for each 1 share held on the effective date, unless they're playing with words here and they're actually doing a reverse split and making shareholders think they're going to do a forward split. But anyways, word is forward split. That's what is spelled out here in some of these filings and whatnot. So as of shareholders December 10th, which is today, so today would be the last day to get in on that. So we'll see how that pans out for MTBO today. It's going to be a hot penny play. The other penny play that I want to bring up before the market opens here, Cirrus Corporation, ticker is CIRC, closed at 0018 on Friday, and that was much higher dollar volume, if I remember correctly. Let's check DD Amanda here. $218,000 in trading volume on Friday. $5,000 the day before. Before that, a bunch of quiet for the months before then. And basically, this stock, they have a Playboy energy drink, I think it is. Let's go check this out.
I'm glad you brought this one up because I like the activity that I saw on Friday from this one, and I was doing
I
some reading over the weekend. It's pretty exciting. They got a Playboy energy drink that's coming out of bankruptcy, right?
Yes, that's correct. And I did like some things about the trading, and I didn't like some things. But I don't know. The hype is pretty big over the weekend here, so I have a feeling we're going to see some major action on this one to the upside this week, as long as they're not releasing a bunch of shares into the market. But yeah, they have a Playboy energy drink, and they're basically, like the marketing distribution side of things, and they obviously have their licenses with Playboy to use the Playboy name on this energy drink. And
Alrighty then.
in the middle of their license agreement with Playboy, basically what happened is Playboy brought in new management, and this beverage company wasn't quite living up to their sales expectations, but they were doing pretty well as far as expansion. They expanded into like 30 countries. Their sales were increasing, but they weren't quite hitting the marks that were in the agreement with Playboy. But the previous management didn't care about that as long as they kept expanding and increasing revenues. But the new management that came in were being very, very strict with those numbers and raised a lawsuit with it. So they've been in a lawsuit for the last couple of years. Playboy versus the beverage company that has this license agreement with Playboy. And just last week, Friday, sounds like pretty good news as far as them coming out of Chapter 7 bankruptcy and putting this to rest. It sounds like they're going to win in court, but there's definitely some court dates coming up, and it's not a done deal quite yet. But that's what all the chatter's about with this company right now. And like I said, increase are in pretty significant revenues. Just with some deep on the outlook. Sounds like the market's open.
Man, we just can't get Haas to shut up this morning, can't we, Sumo?
Well, you guys just got to tell me to shut up.
Good God. Well, let's get to trading, man. I hope you guys have a great day, and make sure to check us out. If you want to trade with us, go to our website at stocktraderstalk.com. You can see all the info there. What do you say, boys? Wrap it?
I want to say one more thing about Cirque here. There was a 002 area that was being a little bitch, if I do say so myself. Really, really thick. There's a 10 million share order on it. We saw VNDM on the ask along with that. It looks like it hopped right over that this morning. Level 2 looks really good. So I would definitely put my eyes on Cirque this morning. Already up 38% out of the gates. Watch for the gap and trap, though.
Wow, man.
Better pick it up on a dip. I'm done.
Dollar General. I'm looking at the $47 calls on Dollar General. They're $1.30 by $1.40. We'll see where they go tomorrow on their earnings announcement.
Let's look at that real quick. Dollar General.
Currently trading at 46.54, down about 50 cents on the day.
Okay. So you're looking at the December weeklies here?
Yes.
And you said 47 call?
$47 call. Siffy's probably going to look at the $47 put.
So you're looking at $1.20 by $1.35 here?
I'm seeing $1.35 by $1.40.
On the 47 call?
Yeah, my streamer might be a little bit slow. You never know with E-Trade. They can get messed up here at times.
Yeah. Well, so Sumo, let's real quick explain to the audience here. What are you thinking when you're buying this 47 call here?
I'm thinking Dollar General has a chance to gap up to $50 to $55 tomorrow, somewhere in that range. I'm thinking it's going to gap up if they have positive earnings. It's going to open up around $50 tomorrow, and if that's the case, these $47 calls will be $3 in the money if it opens up at $50. That would put these calls probably at about $3.
Guaranteed
so
$3. Yep. Nice, man. I like the way you're thinking. And That's how we do it. Price it right. See where she can move. Of course, we're speculating. That's what all trading is when you're playing with options, especially. And on the other side of that 47 put trading a $1.55, $1.65, already in the money by 30 cents. So you see all that premium in there. Tells me they're expecting a move in this thing one way or the other. Good stuff, Sumo. Thanks for bringing that up. Can't wait to check back on that tomorrow. Haas, you rock, man. Cirque looks like it is a mover today, huh? Haas is gone.
Whee!
Until next time. Aloha.
Aloha.